I'm gay.
Hello, I am Klee Soup. I go by she, they pronouns, and I like pickle juice more than pickles.
Hi, I'm Leggie. I use any pronouns, and being British is my only personality trait.
Nice. That's great. I'm happy for
it?
you.
Are
Well,
we? Yeah, British.
Yeah, see? Kell gets it.
I think this is a bad time to tell you, but I actually hate
Oh,
British
well.
people.
Kind of awkward.
And we're the Long Distance Roommates
Yeah.
podcast.
Ooh.
Yay. How's your guys' week been? Pretty good? Pretty chill? We chilling?
Pretty all over the place. Pretty booty cheeks and also pretty fun.
I
Both
don't remember my week.
happens to the best of us.
Anyway, hello to the listeners. We are all friends, and at least I hope so.
Yeah. Woo!
I really hope so.
Yeah, friends.
Yeah.
Woo! I have those.
Yeah.
Great at
totally.
maintaining them. Help. What? Yeah.
So essentially what happened was we're a part of a friend group of 5 people. Shout out to Maddie and Sin if they're listening.
The goons. We do be the goons.
So this podcast was started late one night. I think the 3 of us were in a call and we were all just talking about like deep shit for like hours, I think. And then we were like, we should have a podcast. I think that's where we came up with the idea for this.
More or less.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about space.
Yeah,
It was like
probably.
no, I think it was about astral projection because we were talking about like ghosts.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
It was like lucid dreaming and stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, be on the lookout. We'll talk about shit like that during this podcast.
Talk about all kinds of shit.
Yeah, this is just gonna be the Wilbur, Leggie, and Klee Soup chatting podcast. And every so often we'll talk about something serious and interesting, and every so often we'll talk about something stupid, like whether you put ice in your milk, which Leggie definitely does. Do you like how I'm spitting this?
As you can see, no. You are the one that puts ice in your milk.
Oh.
I've seen you do it multiple times.
No, I'm sorry. You guys heard me say it first that Leggie puts ice in their milk, so you know that it's Leggie.
This is where I win.
Maybe I do. Maybe I own it, you know?
I don't even drink milk, so I'm the real winner here.
That is true. Kell let an entire carton of almond milk go bad in our fridge. Like, wasn't even open.
I didn't even open it.
Didn't even open it.
I only drink milk when I have protein powder.
Meanwhile, I've been through like 4 gallons of milk. Even though I'm lactose intolerant.
Like literally every week.
I
you have to buy another gallon.
I kind of want milk now.
Oh, come over. We have milk.
I'm on my way.
We need the milk. You drink it.
That's true. Anyway, point is, we have a podcast now. We're going to be uploading, I think, every other week. So when you're listening to this, we will have recorded this episode a week ago. And we'll be about to record another one next week. I don't really know. It's confusing time.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But for those of you who don't already know us, which I believe is going to be not that many people.
Probably not that many people, but that's okay.
That's fine. This is fun.
If you're new here,
comment
on
subscribe.
the YouTube video.
Yeah. But this episode we're gonna start out with asking each other fun, quirky little get to know me. So you guys can get to know us if you don't already know us. Shout out to Sin and Maddie listening to this who already know us. And our 2 listeners. We love you guys. Anyway.
Also potentially my mom, because she's really into her podcast at the moment. So my mom might watch it.
Incredible.
Mom.
I would love that. Maybe my family will listen to it. I don't know.
Hey, Leggie's mom. Hey.
Hey, hey! Watch yourself.
Well, we've been over this.
I'm the young gravy of lesbians.
Oh my god.
Is that your title now?
Yep. Yeah, it is. Anyway, point is, we're gonna ask a couple of get to know you questions. I'll ask them, then we'll go around in some order and answer them, and it'll be great. So the first question, this is a hard-hitting question. I don't know if you'll be able to answer this. How old are you?
crap! I should have prepped. Oh no!
I've
Oh
already
god!
forgotten everything about myself.
No, I am 22. I turned 23 in October. I was gonna say I'm old, but I'm a medium age.
Medium.
Yeah. You order steak at a restaurant, I'm the medium setting.
Nice.
Does that make me rare?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
undercooked.
Maybe.
Are you young?
I'm younger than you. I'm 21.
Not by that much. If you were like 18, I'd be like, yeah,
Okay,
you could
maybe-
count as rare.
What about medium rare?
That's
Like,
fair.
I'll give you that.
Okay, nice.
I am 22. I am a week younger than Kell by exactly.
I'm the oldest.
Yeah, unfortunately, by a week. Sometimes I forget that you're older than me. I just think you're younger than me.
I mean, it's only a week difference. Is it really a difference?
That's true. Also, for the casual listener who doesn't know us, Kell and I are dating, and we live together. And Leggie lives in the UK, which is why this is called long distance roommates, because
Oh my god.
it's
Yeah.
long distance, but
You said the name.
we're like
Oh my
we're
God.
close enough to be roommates, you know?
Roll
You get
credits.
it? Get it? Roll credits.
Yeah,
Woo!
and they were roommates.
Oh my god, and they were roommates. Yeah, so I'm glad we all know how old everyone is. For those of you who are listening, Klee Soup and I both have our cameras on, and Klee Soup is chewing on their own finger right now.
Why would you say
I
that?
was just about to bring that up.
I
was
thought
going to
that-
bring
that
that
the
up. I didn't know
cameras-
if we were acknowledging the cameras or not.
Yeah, no.
I thought that we just were gonna talk about the cameras, okay? Listen, I'm just weird, okay? I was chewing on the microphone earlier, okay? What do you want from me?
Yeah, no. I'm just gonna, whenever Cal does something weird, I'm gonna point it out. For audio listeners, love you to death. I say that as we only have audio listeners.
No videos here.
All right, second question. Hard hitting. I know we kind of already said this, but where do you live? Not your full address. Please.
I live
No.
at 907.
No.
Just kidding. Or not.
Cal and I just made the exact same facial expression for those of you who couldn't see.
Which is everyone.
Everyone except for Leggie.
Yeah. We live in the northern United States. Wilbur and I.
You're not even gonna say the state. You too internet.
I don't
safe?
know. Should we say the state?
We live in.
We live in the cheese capital of the United States.
We live in Wisconsin. As if anyone
Jeez.
would be able to find our actual location from saying that we lived in a state. You know, we got those. We got those crazy stalkers, those crazy fans. You know, we got those for sure.
You never know.
Of course.
Leggie, where do you live?
I am
Big
from
man.
the UK. I'm from
No, you're
the
not.
West Midlands.
That's a lie.
Am I
You're not
not?
from the UK. You're
Oh,
from
it's
Texas.
Oh my
true.
God.
I'm actually
The
Canadian.
drama. The
Oh.
drama.
Canadian.
Oh. Okay, Canadian and from Texas, I guess.
Both. Texas Canadian.
The two ends of the weather spectrums, you know? I'm
Yeah.
adapted to anything.
For sure.
Is it still really hot in the UK right now, Leg?
It is. I'm currently sweating.
Ooh.
Oh,
I could
tragic.
I have a fan on my desk, but if I turn it on, it'll like be in my audio for the recording. So I'm just suffering for this podcast, you know?
You gotta do
It's
it for
fine.
the podcast. That's just come here. We have AC. It's nice and cool here.
I'm on my way.
Ever since we figured out the loft dilemma.
The fan. We got the fan to turn around.
Yeah. For those of you who aren't aware, Cal and I have a lofted apartment. Cal is now eating their mic stand. Cal and I have a lofted apartment, and Cal's computer is in the loft. But as you know, heat rises, and the loft has no AC because we have a unit and not centralized. So it was very hot in the loft, but we figured out if we turned our ceiling fan to go in the opposite direction, it would pull the cool air up from the main room into the loft. We're engineers. Well, I'm not. Well, that leads into our next question. Are you in college? Do you have a degree or a job? Tell me about that.
I'll go first.
Oh, God.
I did go to college.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could say where it was because I'm done there. I'm done. I went to St. Louis University in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, my God. Sneak
And
snag?
Yeah, that's where Sneak Snag went and his wife.
And his wife.
And his wife. And I got a degree. I got a major in biomedical engineering with a minor in math and project management. Because one thing, not enough. Never. An engineering degree? No. More.
And what are you doing now for work, if you can say?
I work in a lab. I make liquids. I make science liquids. I'm a little chemistry boy.
And Leggie and I drink them.
Kell makes Jeeps.
No. They don't drink them.
We drink them.
We do.
Yeah. Slurp,
No,
slurp.
please. You'll die.
Kell makes vehicles and we simply drink them.
Mm-hmm. Gulp.
Yeah, I make science liquids for between 7 and 13 hours a day.
Woo. Leggie, what about you? What do you do?
Oh. This is going to get depressing real fast.
That's fine.
I currently don't do much at the moment. I stream sometimes. I do some freelance art stuff occasionally. But I'm kind of sick at the moment. Have been for about 7 years, so there's not really much I can do until I get my surgery, which hopefully will be in the next few months. They told me that 7 months ago, but you know what? We still have high hopes.
Yeah, I hope
One day.
I love the NHS.
Yeah. NHS, if you're listening to this.
Moving on, what about you, Will?
I went to college for about a year and a half, and I dropped out because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to spend a ton of money deciding. I was going to go into criminal justice, and then I decided not to, given multiple things. And so I dropped out, and now I work as I guess my official title is lab technician. Currently I'm a COVID tester, but I just currently go from job to job till my ultimate goal is to work as like a manager for like a content creator or like an editor. So that's my goal. But right now, that's the dream.
Are we sharing dream jobs?
Sure, we could go right into dream jobs. My job is either like a content creator on YouTube, or more realistically, working little funky behind the scenes and working for the content creators. That's my dream job.
I got two kind of dream vibes. If I stick with the science thing I got going on, I would love to do research with a space program on how space affects the human body, because we kind of understand it, but like not enough. And I think space is super cool, and it really just the human body not built for space, not even a little bit. So I would love to do that research. If I get a little lucky and the content creation thing goes well, then that would be number 2, is just make content, make silly little videos and do silly little streams and just have fun.
Very nice.
What's your dream, Leg?
Nice. My dream, I feel like it's kind of, I forget the word. What is it? Not guesstimate. What is it? Predictable, that's it. I think it's kind of predictable for me to say content creation. But that's like something that I've always wanted to do, like even as a kid. Like I used to watch a lot of YouTubers. And I always used to be like, oh my God, I want to be like them. And at one point I used to like upload consistently on YouTube. Those videos are long gone now.
Share with the class.
But I hope to like, yeah. Listen, those videos, man, they were something. I think one of them was just a 7-minute video of me wrapping presents in silence with copyrighted music over the top.
Stop.
15-year-old me thought that was a banger.
That's so funny.
Rapping ASMR?
I got 7 views.
Damn, you got 7 views? That's not bad.
I did.
That's funny.
But yeah, content creation is something that I really want to do. We'll see how it goes, but if that doesn't work out, I would love to become an art teacher, because my art teacher in high school was like one of my biggest inspirations. Like, she kind of like pushed me out of my comfort zone where I needed to be pushed, and she was just generally like a really sweet lady. So, I kind of want to be like her. My original goal, like before I got sick, was like a figure skating coach. But I can't skate, so
Fair. That's unfortunate.
Interesting.
listen, I like figure skating.
Figure skating is cool. I I wish I was I was like really good at it, but I'm just not. I'm good enough to not fall.
Hell, please.
And now CleeSoup is showing us a photo of Jay Schlatt that I put on their computer. They have whipped it out. It's the black and white photo of Chad Schlatt. All right. Next question for you guys. What are your hobbies? What do you do in your free time? What do you get up to?
You think I got time for hobbies
Oh,
in this economy?
never mind.
I play video games. I play
Video jorts.
No.
For those of you who can't see, Kell is blinking with one eye very slowly. So they're winking.
It's
they're
true.
winking.
Very slowly and a little uncomfortably.
Oh.
You know?
A little, okay.
I do the video gaming. I do the hobby. I pump iron. You know, hit the grind, workout.
What?
You know.
Will's face. Will looks very confused right now.
What else I do? I watch shows, and I cooked tonight. Is that a hobby?
Sure.
Sure.
It was very good, to be fair.
Oh, it slapped.
Leggie,
Who else has hobbies?
What do you do in your free time?
Surprise, surprise. I do a lot of art.
Ooh.
I spend most of my time drawing, mostly digital stuff, but I do a lot of traditional stuff as well. Recently I've gotten into Valorant, which is kind of dangerous.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I have been on that grind recently. But another thing I really like to do is cooking. I've considered applying for MasterChef many a time, but we'll see if I ever make it.
That would be so
yes.
fun. Maybe one day.
Yes, Leggie for MasterChef 2023. I forgot what year it was. I was gonna say 2021, and I was like, oh, that's past.
What are your hobbies, Wilbur?
Okay. I
Wow.
like to cook. I like editing, video editing, I guess podcast editing. If you hear this podcast, I edited it. I like to go out and do silly little things. I'm a bevy person. I like having a little beverage all the time. So I
know.
I
we're
like
working on
A
it.
bevy.
a bevy. That's like the thing. It's
A little bevy.
Little bevy.
A little bevy moment.
Little
I
bevy
thought that was a
moment.
British thing.
We made that up.
Well,
It
no,
could be a British thing.
It is a thing. It is a thing. But
I was gonna say, did you pick that up from Unspecified Island Show?
We just started watching that tonight, actually.
I had never seen it before. So I did not pick it up.
It seems
there.
interesting. Not
It's
not really my kind of thing, but you know.
Yeah. Kell, what? CleeSoup is once again making a weird face.
Listen.
They put their mic stand up their nose, but I didn't comment on it.
No. Listen. Audio listeners, listen. You gotta trust me here. They're lying to you. They are gaslighting you all into thinking that I'm
You
so
cannot
weird.
gaslight the listeners.
No, they're gaslighting
stop.
you all. They're
You're
lying.
gaslighting the listeners. That's rude.
Making everything up. They just It's just not real.
One of these days, I'm gonna secretly also record your video, and it's gonna be uploaded to YouTube with just your video and then the audio. How do you know?
Why would you do
How
that?
do you know I'm not recording your video right now? How do you know? Oh,
That is a
now they
good
flipped me
point.
off. Okay.
Yeah, now you can't put it in.
Wow.
Okay.
So it's illegal, actually.
It's not, but okay, good try. Next question is, what is your favorite podcast? And I actually think we're gonna have 3 different answers to this because Leggie and I are gonna have the same answer, but I'm gonna specifically give another answer because I know that we're gonna have the same answer.
You guys go first.
Okay. I'll admit, I don't really listen to podcasts that much. But my favorite one at the moment is Chocolate Sandwich, which, surprise, surprise. I don't know. Chocolate Sandwich was kind of the thing that pushed me when I forget who suggested we make a podcast, but I was like, oh my god, yes, I want to do this.
It might have been me. I think you and I talked about it.
I think
before.
it was.
Yeah. Yeah, Chocolate Sandwich is a good one. Cal and I's internet name is Unlimited Bacon No Games. My favorite podcast, probably also Chocolate Sandwich, but for variety, I'm gonna give a different one. I have two. Well, I have two. Okay, so the first podcast I ever actually got into was called My Brother, and Me. It's by 3 brothers, the McElroys, and they have a comedy podcast, and they also have a D&D podcast. So I listened to both. Those are the first podcasts I ever really listened to. So they hold a special place in my heart. I was super obsessed with the D&D podcast. Oh, it was so good. But yeah, I actually saw them live a couple months ago, so that was really cool because I've been listening to them for forever. So yeah, that's my favorite. Kel, what about you? I know what you're gonna say, but what about you?
Yeah. Well, so I have one that I've been listening to a lot recently. I typically only listen to podcasts when I have longer drives. Because otherwise I do be doing things. But my current favorite podcast is It Could Happen Here. It's more of an educational podcast. I like educational podcasts. I like learning things. It's the STEM major in me. It basically it's like politics, and it talks a lot about revolution and civil uprising, that kind of stuff. I think it's super interesting. There are episodes about farming for yourself and being independent and that kind of vibe. The other podcast that I listen to a lot is Stuff You Should Know. I like that one. They just do episodes about things you should probably know about. I know a lot about sand dunes now, and the shortage of sand.
There's a sand shortage.
Yeah. Oh boy, you're gonna get me started.
Okay.
Where's it going?
But yeah, basically sand. We're running out of sand because we use it in all construction projects, but we're using more of it than is made naturally. So they're trying to figure out how to make it outside of nature, but that's really hard because it's basically just ground up rocks. So
can't they just grind up rocks?
That's all I'll say about that. But
that's
then
a good point.
How many? Yeah.
Yeah, can't they just grind up rocks?
Yeah, but that costs a lot of money and time.
I'll do it for free.
And this is capitalism.
You'll do it for free with their teeth.
Exactly.
Cal, you can't
I don't know about
anything.
that one.
You can't say anything. You chew on your mic. Moving on. L. So our 2 last questions are arguably the most important questions we'll ever ask each other.
This is my favorite question to ask people.
And this question, if you're a Klee Soup Twitch viewer, you will recognize this as from one of their streams. So you need a life-saving surgery. Which Twitch streamer are you picking to perform it, and why? Kel, you go first.
All right. I've said this on stream before, but I'll say it again. I am picking Awesome Dude. Listen, he's incredibly intelligent. You've seen that man do Redstone. Chef's kiss. Incredible. He's super smart. I feel like he has steady hands. So, and I think that he could learn the procedure well enough.
He'd watch a YouTube video to do it.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Okay. Leggy, what's your option?
Ooh, you see, I was going to say the same thing, but I would actually probably change my answer to Punk. Just because I feel like, I'm in good hands with him. I trust him. Like, he may not,
Interesting.
have much surgical skill. He'd probably do it with a Supreme wrench, but, I trust him.
He has to have the Supreme branded stuff. Like she gotta have that Supreme.
Exactly. They'll have like a Supreme scalpel,
For sure. The person I would choose is Jay Schlatt because I think he'd butcher it and kill me. And I
My
think that would
God.
be quirked up white boy with a little bit of swag of me.
Yeah, a bold choice, in fact.
Very
I
bold
mean,
choice.
he'd probably make it a banger video.
Yeah,
would.
he would get great content out of it, and he would love me forever for giving him great content. And
That's
to be
true.
loved by Jay Schlatt, oh man,
It's worth it.
is worth death.
Oh, woo! That's a little slash parasocial of you there.
This is a slash J. If I actually had to pick someone, I'd probably pick Sneak Snag because he seems like focused. He could be focused, and that he would actually care. But I don't know any of these people, so I don't really know if any of them would do a good job. So I can't say anything. But yeah, and then the last question, which is equally important. Who out of the three of us is the gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss?
Okay. I'm gonna start with myself. I could be gaslight or girl boss.
I was gonna say gaslight for you.
I was gonna
Like
say gaslight for Cal.
I do be living the gaslight lifestyle,
You really
but I do also be the girl boss.
But you also literally gaslighted the viewers earlier.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I think Leggy is girl boss because Leggy is not a girl.
So true. I'll take that.
Which means Wilbur's gatekeep.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'd accept that. I did a lot of gatekeeping for the 21 Pilots fandom back in the day. I was on r/21 Pilots gatekeeping all the people who didn't understand the deeper meanings to the songs. So so I think gatekeep is pretty accurate. All right, gang. That concludes the first episode of our podcast. You learned some exciting things about us. Maybe things you didn't want to know. You learned that Leggy started out as an ASMR streamer. You learned that Klee Soup, yeah, oh god. You learned that Klee Soup eats their mic.
That's not new.
They also put it up their nose.
And you learned that Wilbur is weirdly obsessed with Jay Schlatt / Jay. Not really. Anyway, all right, gang. Where can we find ya? Twitter, Twitch?
All everywhere. I'm always around.
Oh.
On Twitch, I'm Klee Soup. On YouTube, I'm Klee Soup. On Twitter, I'm Klee_Soup.
Nice. Leggy?
So currently I am going to be changing my username on my socials. So I currently don't have anything at the moment. But next episode, I'll have something for you.
Woo!
Woo, Leggy will exist next episode. Kell. Anyway, I am Plant Will. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at Plant Will, PLANTWIL. And that concludes our first podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great day and be gay. Woo!
Bye, everyone.
Say bye, everyone.
Goodbye.